Oh,
Our favorite place to be.
our favorite place. Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay, so it's time. You know, there's the Mouseketeers roll call. You guys know all about that.
Yeah, if you're as old as us, you know all about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, this is the Babes-keteer. I just coined that phrase.
Oh, I like that.
Babes
Is
Couture
this,
roll
is this like, wait, is this like surprise prize?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. I think
Yeah.
I've coined this one too.
Uh-huh.
Babes-keteer roll call. So I'm Diana.
Beth.
Terry.
Wow.
Except we should have a curtain to jump out.
A curtain to jump out from behind.
That's going to be a special effect we're going to see if we can grab. Because we're getting really good at the editing.
Yeah. We've been having a lot of fun with that. For sure.
Speaking about having a lot of fun,
Yes.
we actually wanted to take a minute or two to give a shout out to you guys,
Yes.
our fans.
We do.
Especially those of you that have been following us since the very beginning.
Yes, thank you.
Especially
thank you.
to those of you who have been sharing us with your friends, because sharing is caring.
Absolutely.
But we just, you know, the world has been kind of a dark place lately, and we've been trying to keep it light.
We have.
And that's kind of our pledge
It is.
to each other and to you guys, that we want to keep it light. Nothing political, nothing negative, and we're hoping that that is enough to keep you coming back and to encourage you to share us, because there's enough stress and strife going on right now that if that's what you're looking for, you can find it someplace else. You're not going to find it here.
No, look at the news for the stress.
Yeah.
Come to the babes for the peace and tranquility.
No wine. There's no wine here.
And a good, that's why I screwed up the word. You guys didn't give me wine today.
No wine.
For peace and laughter.
Yes. Okay, because my lovely granddaughter Megan, love you Meg Pie, she talks about what's going on right now and what's being fed to us constantly as fear porn. She calls it fear porn.
Oh, I could see that.
And we are not in that business.
No.
Okay, we're into laugh porn. Okay, we're into that. We're into making you laugh. Okay, so
That part's
thank you
true.
for being with us. Thank you for staying with us, for being loyal. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing us. We hope that we bring laughter and light into your world, and we pledge to continue to do so.
We do.
So this is another fun thing. So we have wonderful fans. You guys know that.
We do.
We know that. Two of them, Lynn and Joni, are on their way to Vegas.
Yes.
And we're so excited about it. And we are hoping that they will agree to do cameo in our next show.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that. We have lots of fun things planned while they're here in town with us.
We do.
And see, they're Beth's friends from a long time ago, and now they've become our biggest fans, and they've become Terry's and my friends as well, which is great. And then we have another friend we want to give a shout out to, and his name is Dave Thomas. He's a big fan. He's sharing our show, but he's actually shared my life for 47 years.
Isn't that? And we haven't met him.
Cool.
Yeah, he's my honorary brother.
Yeah.
And I love him dearly, and today is his birthday. So even though this is not going to be airing on your birthday, David, happy birthday to you. I love you. And Phyllis, thank you for sharing your brother with me.
And
So
happy birthday from me.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday from me.
We hope
Here
you
you
had a
go.
great, great day on your birthday, really, Dave.
Absolutely.
And we want to meet
Absolutely.
you someday. So, does he
Yeah.
live here?
No, actually, he lives in Utah right now. Hopefully, he'll be moving back soon.
Yeah, well, that's why we haven't met
then
him. It's 'cause
Go out with the babes.
Yeah,
Go
night
out with the babes. Dave. Hang out with the babes.
Maybe Phyllis will share him for the night.
It's almost as good as going out with a bang. But I have to tell you, he's a wonderful guy. He has the most marvelous singing voice that you've ever heard in your whole entire life. And I think I'll look up some of his karaoke clips that he sent to me, because they are well worth listening to.
Awesome.
Love you, David.
Love you.
Thanks for giving me the time to do that, you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
absolutely.
I appreciate it.
Now we have to do stuff like that.
We do.
Yeah. And what?
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, talking about doing things, sometimes we do things spontaneously, like that shout out just was. And,
Yes.
you know, and we've been around a few years, you know, 5,
Yeah,
10, 30,
Me the
60.
longest. But who's counting?
But
I'm
I was
not.
just thinking about some of those spontaneous or things that we've done that maybe had unexpected outcomes. It didn't turn out how we thought it was going to turn out. Maybe it turned out better. You know, something that we could kind of share.
She comes up with challenging things.
I like to make them think. It's
She
kind of
does.
fun to go back and
Well, then
and
you
think
go
about those
first, because
stuff.
we have to think.
Okay, since you guys have to think.
Yeah.
So this one time, it was kind of spontaneous. Well, it was very spontaneous. It was back when I was, what was I? I was in like my early 30s. I was like 31.
Okay.
And footloose and fancy free, cocktail waitress here in Vegas. And I was kind of seeing a guy that lived on the East Coast. He was a comedian.
How did you meet a guy on the East Coast?
Well, because Vegas, baby. Everybody comes to Vegas. He
Got
was
it.
performing here in Vegas, but he lived on the East Coast.
Okay, got that.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah, and he was going to be doing a couple shows up and down the coast.
Okay.
And he invited me to come to see it.
Okay.
And I'm like, sure. So I get to the airport to go visit him, and I'm checking in at the airport, and they're like, well, there's this snowstorm that's coming across the country. Are
Yeah.
you sure you want to head? Oh, I'm like, oh, a little snow, no big deal. So I got on the plane, right? And I'm flying over the Rockies, and I'm looking down, and there's snow everywhere. And I'm thinking, oh, man, what was I thinking? So we landed in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Because that's
Minnesota.
Minnesota. And I was supposed to catch another plane, but as we're all deboarding, not the flight attendants, but the people that take the tickets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they're saying, well, we can't get you to Boston. We can't get you to the East Coast because of the snow. And people were mad and they were yelling. And I'm like, why are they yelling? These poor people can't control the weather. I'm this silly person that got on the plane, right? So I go up and I'm laughing and they're like, well, where can we send you? Because we can't send you to Boston. I'm like, And they're, giving me other ideas. Florida, Chicago. I'm like, yeah, I can go to Chicago for the night and hang out and drink. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Have deep dish pizza.
Yeah,
By
I thought that'd be
yourself.
cool. By myself. Why not? I used to do a lot of crazy stuff by myself when I
Okay.
was younger. And then they said I said, how about Detroit? And they said, sure, we can send you to Detroit. But they were like, why do you want to go to Detroit? I
I would want to go.
It was actually my mom's birthday. She was turning 50
Wow.
that weekend.
Wow.
So I ended up being there for my mom's 50th
How
birthday.
Man,
was
that's
that?
I was her
awesome.
surprise. My sister picked me up at
that's
the airport.
great.
Of course, we were like fishtailing to the airport and back because of the snowstorm that I flew in like a
Oh my
fool.
gosh, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
So
isn't
I was there with all my cousins, my mom and my aunt, as we've talked about before, are identical twins. So all
Like
six
my
cousins.
mom and my aunt? Yeah.
I would have been the only one missing.
Terry,
Oh, that's
Terry
awesome,
was her
isn't it?
mom's surprise prize.
I was.
You were
It was really cool. So I did
Surprise
something
prize.
spontaneous that I probably shouldn't have done, like get on a plane during a snowstorm. But I ended up in Michigan for my mom's 50th.
That's
and it was
awesome.
Lovely. It was very lovely.
Well, while you're
really
talking,
cool.
I'm trying
That's a
to
happy
think.
ending.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I'll tell you something funny that happened to me.
Okay.
It was unexpected.
Okay.
I used to work in Evanston, Illinois for Merrill Lynch. This is when I was like, I don't know, 19, 20.
A youngster.
Wow.
So we parked down by Lake Michigan, and the office was on Orrington Street, Orrington Avenue. And you'd park down by the lake and walk to work. So this one day, I pull up, and here's all my friends. And they're, all parking. I'm like, wait for me. So I jump out of the car, we all go to work, and we work all day, and we're getting ready to go home.
Okay.
And I say, where are my keys? Now, I'm driving this big old 69 Buick, okay? Big, we'll put a picture.
Okay.
Driving this big old 69 Buick, and I can't find the keys.
Floating in the lake?
So, I don't know, I go back, I can't find the keys. I'm thinking, oh my God, did I leave them in the car? Get this, we walk back to the lake.
Okay.
Not only are the keys in the car is still running.
What? The car was still running?
One of the
It
craziest.
was still
Oh my God.
running?
Did you
So-
run out of gas?
No, thank God there was enough to get to the gas station.
Oh my God.
That's so crazy.
And well,
You're so lucky nobody stole the car.
I thought you were going to
know.
say it went into the lake because you said you parked like.
no,
by
it was
Lake
on the
Michigan.
street. It was on on the street.
So you didn't run out of gas?
No,
No.
Wow.
You're lucky.
Because you were so excited to catch up with your friends.
I was.
Okay. All right.
I was, and I did get to the gas station,
Okay.
but
Okay.
It's pretty
So okay.
unexpected. Car still running. Wow.
So spontaneous and unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay. And gas.
And gas.
That's a good
And
one.
gas.
Oh,
Okay.
I got to add gas to the story.
Okay.
Like each person's adding
I think
on.
I got one. All right, I got one. So I'm 19 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm living in my own apartment.
Yeah.
Broke as can be. Eating
Yeah.
crackers and jelly 2 nights a week for dinner because I would literally run out of food.
That's
and
funny.
I'm sitting up one night
no.
and I'm listening to one of the most popular radio stations, FM stations here in Vegas, and they had a contest. And it was if you were the such and such caller, you would win this album.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
so I call in and I win the album and I end up talking with the DJ for forever. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Great guy. I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. So he asks me out on a date.
Oh.
Here's the spontaneous part. I'm
Yeah.
not normally a spontaneous person because everything I've done without thinking has been a disaster. So he asked me out on this date, and I'm thinking,
Right.
okay, I'm 19, I'm not attached to anybody, and he's a
Right.
DJ on the most popular station in town, and what could go wrong, right? Okay.
What could go wrong?
So
possibly
we
go
agree
wrong,
on this
right?
date,
Yeah.
and it's going to be, I think, on a Monday night or whatever. This is a weekend. So, footnote again, I'm poor. Okay, I run out of money all the time. I'm driving to work on this morning, and all of a sudden, I look down at my gas gauge, which is now on fumes, and I'm about ready to run out of gas on the night of my date
Really fumes.
on my way to work. So I get just in time to the parking lot at work and coast into a space, and my car dies. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm spending the whole day working, and I'm trying to figure out how in God's name I'm going to go get gas, because A, I really don't have the money for it, and B, I don't think I even have a gas can with me. When this gentleman DJ calls me, because I told him where I worked and everything, he called to confirm our date.
Wow, remember the days when guys were
Yes.
gentlemen like
Yeah.
that? And they used to do things
So there's
like
this is no
call.
cell phone, there's no texting, there's no nothing. He had to call my place of employment. This is 1979. He calls me, and I said to him, Bob, I'm really not trying to get out of our date. But I ran out of gas on my way to work this morning, and I just made it into the parking lot, so I may be a little bit late for you to pick me up because I got to da-da-da-da-da. No problem, he says. 5 o'clock comes, I clock out, I walk out of the building, go out to the parking lot, and there's this guy
outta
standing next
here.
to my car with a bouquet of flowers in one hand
Aww.
and a gas can filled with gas in the other. And it was my blind date.
How thoughtful.
Wasn't that awesome?
That's adorable.
You picked a
Oh
good
my
one.
God!
You know,
so
go ahead.
Okay, so he fills up my tank, follows me home,
Yeah.
and then we go on our date together, which was lovely. The chemistry wasn't there though, but it was a perfect date. He was a perfect gentleman. Even so much, you guys, the next day afterwards, gave me a very, very nice kiss at the door, and then he left. I go the next day.
Yeah.
I'd left my window cracked a little bit. He slipped a poem into my car, and there it was laying on the front seat, and it was so sweet.
Romantic. Do you still have
Very
the poem?
spontaneous.
I thought I kept it. It's probably in a box somewhere in the closet because
Sweet.
we all have those boxes.
yeah,
You know,
he was my
memorabilia.
knight in shining armor, and he showed up with a gas can. Thanks, Bob. If you're
And
still out
do you know
there.
what's funny? You get a great guy bringing you gas,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting here thinking, when I had to bring my car, you know, most of my friends would say, what's the price of gas? What was it back then? 29, 39 cents a gallon?
It wasn't much.
it wasn't
$5 filled up my car back then.
Yes.
Yeah, we
$5.
cruised for the
I had
night.
a,
and
I had a
$5.
1972
I remember that.
Firebird, $5 filled it up. But
Yep.
see, I would always go to the gas stations with the cutest guys. I did.
Why does
Come
that
on.
not surprise me?
Didn't you, people out there, girls, didn't you do that? Go to the gas station with the cutest guys? So you had a cute guy bring you gas to your car.
And you just went and found him.
I had
at
to
the
just
gas
go
station?
find him.
Yeah, but they used to clean your windshield,
Oh my God,
check your oil, pump your
Right.
gas, smile at you all the time. That was nice.
true.
Yes, $5.
Yes.
I had a Dodge Dart Swinger, and $5 filled up my
It
tank.
did. It did.
Yeah,
That's
gas
the
prices.
truth.
I wish, because gas prices now are through.
Oh my
are
God.
incredibly crazy. They are so high.
What are
is
they
it now?
as we speak?
4 something a gallon, I think.
Oh my God.
I believe it is. It's over 4. Well, I do, I have it connected to my grocery card.
Me too.
So that it can bring it down,
Me too.
50 cents a gallon or whatever. But yeah, without that, it's over $4 a gallon.
It's
It is
crazy.
crazy.
And speaking of gas prices,
Yeah.
my brother actually sent me something on the internet about prices, and you know what?
prices per gallon.
I have to put specs on today because, well, I got something with my left eye. Drops right now, but so sorry about this. But otherwise, I can't see what we're doing. So this is the first and only time
do
anyone
have
has seen
papers.
me with glasses.
Hey, wait a minute.
Ooh.
Those match the color of your car.
They are the same blue as the color of
Hey!
the car. Everything's blue
And
with
they're
that.
grocery store glasses, but they're cool.
Oh my God. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, so you know how you look at gas and go, oh my God, $4 or $5 a gallon, that's outrageous. But does anybody think about other things you buy that aren't measured in gallon and how much that would be? Okay?
Well, if you want to keep your breath fresh,
Yeah.
and you're using Scope, because Scope is the product I actually have in my house.
Right.
But if you were doing it per gallon, it would be $84.48 a gallon.
Can you believe that?
$84?
And you think gasoline is bad?
What?
Wait, we got more. Here, I've got one, Vicks NyQuil. Have you ever taken Vicks NyQuil?
Yeah, they have Dayquil too.
Yeah.
Have you ever
during the
taken that
day
when you
to
have a
get you
cold?
through the
Sniffling
work.
so you can sleep medicine. Yeah, that one.
that
Okay,
one.
the price of the 6-ounce NyQuil is $8.35. You know what that measures out to in a gallon?
No, what?
$178.13. That's what you pay for NyQuil. So see,
So gas would be cheap by comparison.
gas would be
It
cheap
would
by
be.
comparison.
It would be. What
So-
else we got on this?
People that have to have snooty bottled water,
Yeah.
I don't want you to feel bad about it. I really don't.
Okay.
Well, maybe you will after you hear the price of this, but for that $1.49 you're paying for a little 9-ounce bottle,
Yeah.
that actually comes up to $21.19 a gallon. A gallon.
A gallon.
Your Evian water is way more expensive than gasoline.
Isn't this outrageous? I mean,
crazy.
it makes you think,
Things
doesn't
that
it?
you don't even think about.
all about
Absolutely.
perspective.
That's what we're here.
Yeah.
We're here for, to make them think.
That's true. That is true. So Pepto-Bismol, remember
In case,
the pink stuff?
in case
for,
the price of gas is giving you an upset stomach.
which it probably is. So if you look at like the 4-ounce bottles that,
Yeah.
that it comes in, that would be like $3.85
Yeah.
Okay.
for that 4-ounce bottle.
Okay.
But if you're going to get it by the gallon,
Yeah.
then you're looking at $123 a gallon.
For Pepto-Bismol.
Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, that's
That's
Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer.
Maybe you should switch.
Oh my God! All right, I've got one more here. Listen, I got the killer one here.
Got the killer one?
You go right ahead.
All right,
I'm gonna
give
go
us
the killer one. How many times do you buy ink for your computer? I just changed the ink the other day.
Oh, I
For the
had to
printer.
go get some,
For
yeah,
the
for my
printer.
printer.
For your printer.
Yeah,
I had
the
to
printer,
get yellow
the-
just to print in black and white.
Or if you
it's
still have a
expensive.
fax machine, you need it, or a copy machine. You need, okay.
Yeah.
Get this. It
Okay.
says someone calculated the cost of ink
Uh-huh.
at $5,200 a gallon. If you had to measure that ink by the gallon, $5,200 a gallon.
Kind of feels like that when you go to Office Depot.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Yeah, like 150.
But see,
for
we
all
don't
the
think
colors.
about it. We don't think about by the gallon, but we're all
Because it's that-
bitching about the gas.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I'm
that
going to
is
tell you
true.
something. You guys.
All right, tell us.
All right. I'm going to put things in perspective now because that was a big eye opener. But you guys know that I have to go to Starbucks every day to get my
She
liquid
does.
ambition.
She brought us some today.
I do.
She's so sweet.
I did. So here's the deal with Starbucks, okay? And now I don't feel so bad now that Beth told us how much printer ink costs.
Yeah.
A regular coffee at Starbucks, which
Yeah.
is a couple of bucks. We call it $4, $5, but it's a couple of bucks. If you bought it by the gallon,
Yes.
Okay.
it's $16.80 a gallon.
Oh.
Which, based on everything we just talked about,
That's not so
this is
bad.
the cheapest thing on the list. So I don't feel so bad about my $4 cup of coffee, my $3.82 cup of coffee. I'm just saying, it's all about perspective.
It is all
So
about perspective.
go ahead and buy your Starbucks, but look out for that ink.
Yeah.
And don't worry
Absolutely.
about the car. You got to get somewhere anyway.
So
true.
the effing clock is telling us
It's time
that it's almost
It is.
time.
But we have a
And-
couple shout outs. Or
Well,
at least
we did. We did. So we opened the show with
the
thank
birthday.
yous and shout outs to people that we
Yeah.
love and cherish.
did.
And I want to say I have a friend in Belgium, Tom Connard, who is not
fans.
doing too well. He's having some serious health issues. So Tom, we want to all send our prayers and tell you we love you, buddy.
Yep.
And we want you to get better and come back home to the U.S. and just
we give him a big
hang
hug.
in there. We're all going to give him a big hug.
Well, in the meantime, laughter is the best medicine.
Right.
So cue us up and go ahead and
Keep
start that
watching the
laughing.
babes.
That's right.
Share us.
All right. Well, that's about all for this show.
We're
So-
a wrap.
Yeah, we're wrapped.
it's a wrap.
Dang,
So
that was fast.
take care
Love
and
you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
stay tuned always.
See you guys.